Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Stamping A to Z. I'm Linda Gibbs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. This is my weekly live series that I do called Stamping A to Z. I go through all the products and show you how to use them in different ways and different techniques. Fun new things you can do with your products that maybe you haven't thought of. But today is an exciting day. Yesterday, our brand new annual catalog went live, so now customers can order from it, and I get to show you the inside of the catalog. I couldn't show you the inside all last month because we're not allowed, but I did show you a few sneak peeks. So today I'm going to go through and show you top 10. There's a couple extra things in there, so hard to pick and choose, but I'm going to show you my top 10. Some stuff I have already, some stuff I don't have because our pre-order doesn't allow us to order everything out of the catalog. So I'm just going to go through and show you kind of what's on my top list. I'm sure there's lots more stuff that you might like. We all have different tastes. That's okay. If you need a copy of the catalog and you're in Canada, you can always let me know. If you're not in Edmonton and can't do a porch pickup, I would just charge you shipping to send it to you. I did, those who I sent catalogs to have purchased from me. So your other option is to purchase $60 or more from me, and then I will mail you one. So anyways, let's turn the camera around and let's get started, since if I want to get some cards made also, it'll be a long one. So we don't want it to be super long. Hi, Linda. Did you play pickleball today? Oops. Okay, let's see if I can pull this up on Facebook so I can see comments, because when I turn my camera around, I can no longer see comments. Oh, and I'm not popping up for some reason. It's still live. Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay, we're good. We're golden. Here's the new May host code for this month. It is different from last month. Oh, sorry, the volume was still on. I thought I had turned it down. All right, the new annual catalog. I just wanted, this isn't one of my favorites. I just wanted to show, so on page 8 and 9, it goes through the whole color refresh. So with this new catalog comes a huge color refresh. There's 11 new core colors. Now, it's kind of a cheat because one of the core colors, the Fresh Frieza, is just a retiring in color from last year. So technically it's 10 new core colors, but that's quite a few. So we have some awesome new colors. We lost a few great colors, but there's some really great new ones to be found. So never fear. Colors are here. Haha. All right. Okay, so our first, here we are. Those of you who do Card Club with me have seen this suite. I used it in our April club to make a card. This is the card we made. Lots of fun. So this suite, I love this one. This is one of my tops because we always need birthday cards. It's kind of a generic balloon. You can use it for any gender. You can use it for any age. You can use it for any celebration, really, which is really nice. And then it's got this acetate paper. Now, it has 3 different patterns and it has gold, but if you flip it over, you can have silver. So you have 2 options. There's 1 sheet of each. So there's the dots, and then again, you can have them as silver, or the confetti in gold or silver. So it's kind of neat that you can use both sides. Then there's the it's a 6x6 designer series paper. As you can see, I've chopped into it already. There's some really, it's lots of fun colors. I'm not good at spreading these out. Anyways, I should pre-do it. So you can see, like, there's some nice washes, and then some stars, another wash. So there's always, as usual, the busy and then the non-busy side that they do. This one has a lot of our new core colors. So this bubble bath is a new pink. Fresh Freeze is in here. Lemon Lolly, which is this yellow. And then the Lemon Lime Twist is kind of a greeny yellow that's new. The Tranquil Tide and Pretty Peacock. Berry Burst is another of the new ones. Misty Moonlight is another one, which is the blue. So this is a really good one if you want to kind of get your hands on some of the new colors to play with. This is a good one. These are more the bright kind of fun colors that we have. And then we've got the bundle, which is the stamp set, which has some nice confetti. It's got the balloons. It's got the, what do you call this? The strand, the garland. No, it's not garland. I don't know. And it's got lots of great sayings. So, you know, so thrilled for you. It's time for a celebration. It can be like a congratulations. It can be a graduation. It can be anything. It doesn't just have to be a birthday. And then there's this fun tag. And this makes a really nice fringe for anything you want to do. So you can make a nice long fringe with that. I'm going to go through my top 10 and then I'm going to make the cards because I do have a card for this one to make. But I'm thinking to get through the catalog and then we can play with the cards. Okay, so then the next item. So this is in no particular order of favorites. And I want to preface this with, these are the favorites of new products. There's lots of products in here that I love that have continued over from last year or from the mini catalog. These are just out of the new stuff. This is another one of my favorites. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with it. It is another one that I'm going to do a card today. I love the ocean scene. I love the circle stuff. I love that it comes with, I'm not seeing it, a circle punch, and it's a nice big circle punch. It's a 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I think it's the biggest one that we have, and I love circle punches because it just makes it so easy. You don't have to pull out your dies. The cupcake for birthdays, the more kind of oceany stuff, like it's a really great set, very versatile. So I will be showing that one in a bit. The next one is such a cute one. So if you received a catalog from me, I sent a card kit with it. I didn't say where it was from. I told you to find it in the catalog and then try to make it. So if you received it, it's on this page and I will make it as one of the cards today. So you can see it's pretty simple, but if you want to see how to make it, I will be doing that one. So this one's really fun. I love the paper. It has the usual black, well, not the usual, but it has black and white, which is a great paper to have. It has all these fun animals. So there's the animals in the stamp set that match, and there's ones that you can cut out with the dies, wherever I just buried them. So there's dies that cut out the alligator or crocodile, whatever he is. There's the hippo, there's the In this one, I think it's the raccoon with the balloons. So much fun. You can color these, you can leave them as is, you can have fun fussy cutting all the ones that don't cut with dies, but then you have your black and white. So you have a dance theme, you have a party theme, you have kind of a artsy theme. I love this little yogi guy. He's so cute. Then you've got some more black and white, and you've got 2 of each. And then you've got a musical one. So I think it's the turtle in this one that gets cut out with the dies. With some dots. And then you've got, here's the crocodile one that, so the die cuts out this one, but even the like they're just so cute. You got a dancer in here. And then, oh, I forgot to show you the back. That one, and then that one. I was so excited about the animals. I forgot to show the rest. And then there's this like outdoorsy camping fun one. I love this. This is so cute. And I think it's this guy that gets cut out with the dies. Yeah. And then there's flowers, which you could color as a really nice background paper too. So I love this paper. I'm pretty sure I ordered another pack of this. Oh, that's the other, I forgot. I just went on to look at the inventory of things. Now it is an annual catalog, so there's no huge rush to get on anything. However, there is a bunch of stuff that's already back ordered. I don't think it wasn't this. It was the next one, I think. Anyways, be forewarned, if you're wanting it for something soon, you should order things sooner than later. So yeah, so super cute stamp set. It's a cling stamp set, so the rubber stamp set. If you love to color, this is a great one for you, or you can leave it black and white like you saw. It's super cute. The dies are awesome. You can create little scenes and stuff, but it has like something for each of the papers. So it's got like something for the dancey, artsy. It's got some trees for the outdoorsy. It's got balloons for the celebration one. It's got a stool. And I can't remember what else for the artsy one. Anyways, something for everything. So it's a really fun, cute, like it's not just for little kids. Like this is just a super cute set. Sweet. And then it has this really nice ribbon pack. So it's this is the new lemon lime twist and the petal pink. I love these ribbons. So really fun, sweet. All right, like I said, we will head back to that one to make a card, but we'll just zoom through this just to show the favorites. Now this one you guys have seen. I sneak peeked it last week and made a bunch of cards and had lots of fun with the embossing folder. However, that is one I do remember that is back ordered till July. I can't remember. I don't know if that was the one. There was one that was July, which kind of is sad, but you can still get the rest of it. And you can still do the stuff I showed you with the embossing folder. You can do it with any embossing folder. So never fear. It is here. So here are some of the cards that I made and showed you last week. And then this is the embossing folder. This is the stamp set. Now the stamp set is one single stamp that you stamp. I showed with the Stamparatus. And then the die cuts. These are awesome die cuts for any background, any kind of addition, like a circle or a square or a rectangle. Just always handy to have. And then the beautiful designer series paper that goes with this suite that I absolutely love, which I showed last week. So I won't go through and show it again, or it'll take forever. Okay. And I just remembered, I didn't show you, when I was doing the circle sayings, I didn't show you the stamp set. And so this is the punch, the 2 3/8. That's the larger circle. And then that's the stamps. And this one's a photopolymer, so it's the clear one. For those of you that have a preference. Next up is, now I don't have this one. This is on my wish list. I kind of missed it when I was first looking through the catalog. Sorry, I was just trying to bring my comments aren't coming up. Anyways, keep asking questions if you have any. I will try and get them back. Anyways, I overlooked this one at first. I really like that it's kind of earthy, as in earth and elegance. I like the pottery. I like the simplicity of it. I like that it's not like total flower. I love pottery pots and stuff, and I love like this designer series paper. This one that looks like pottery, like it looks like the glaze. That's so cool. So anyways, that's another one of my favorites. And if you look at the dies, there's some really neat dies in here. So that's another one. It's on the list, but I don't have to show you up close and personal. Okay, this is another one that I kind of gasped when I saw it. I wish I still had smaller kids because they could totally use it for like school projects and stuff. But this is a really cool suite. The papers are really cool. Like even just the backgrounds. You don't even have to use it as galaxy kind of backgrounds. You could use it for anything other than this the planets. But there's always a backside to it. And then this holographic paper, oh my gosh, it looks so fun to play with. It is a trio of paper. It can also be found in the back with our specialty paper. So you can just order the paper. You don't have to get this whole set. And if you don't care for the stamp set, although the Reach for the Stars and Your Stellar are kind of cool, the dies are awesome because there's a whole bunch of circles, which are to make the planets. But if you don't have a lot of circles, you've got circle dies, and then you've got the ovals for the rings. So you could use those for anything, not just outer space. Then so this one I saw and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect for my boys. But then I saw this one and I waffled. So this was on our pre-order, so I could have ordered it, but I didn't. And then I kind of regret it because I looked at this, but I didn't look at the dies. And the dies, so since I've been seeing samples, the dies have like a little cutting machine, so you can slide a piece of paper in and it looks like you're cutting paper. It has our cut and emboss machine. It has a sewing machine. It has the artists, the easel and the scissors, and it has an embroidery ring, and it has so many different kind of crafting things that you could find something for anyone. So it's now back on my list. Anyways, it's really cute. It's knitting if you have someone who knits. Life is better when you're crafting. Like, it's just a really good kind of cheerful pick-me-up kind of card set. Then, oh, this is another, I love this one, which you guys, oh no, I only did it in card. I haven't done this on my lives, but in my card club, we made a card with this suite, and it is another, I don't know if it's because I've played with it. Once you start playing with something, it's like you fall in love with it, or I do anyways. I don't know about you. All right, let me pull out all the stuff for it. So it has this beautiful designer series paper. It has pieces you can cut specifically for card fronts or scrapbooking or whatever. I should have pulled this out ahead of time. Okay, here we go. So it has this beautiful paper that you can cut, and then it's kind of got the brush strokey kind of backs. So you've got like super busy and then the not so busy. I love these color combinations, and the daisies pop. My favorite flowers are Gerber daisies, so maybe that's why I really like this paper. Like I love, love, love this paper. And then even this one, super nice. Oh, sorry, I forgot. So this is, this one has a lot of the new in colors. So if you're liking the in colors and want to get your hands on it, this is kind of the in colors, whereas the first one, the one with the balloons, that one has more of our new core colors. So that is the designer series paper. Then we have the cheerful daisies. This is a photopolymer. Nice, clear. You got lots of daisies, some fun sentiments. I like the oops a daisy, but I don't know where I'd use the so sorry. Well, I guess sympathy, but that, I don't know. It's weird. I wish it had a, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to use that one yet. You got some suggestions? I'd like to hear it. And then it's got 3 layers of daisies that can fit together. So the card that we made, it has the solid in the back, and then it has the one that's connected into 3 in the middle, and then it has the layer on top, and then the middles were just colored with blends. And then this is the in color designer series paper. So that's another favorite, and it also comes with these embellishments. They're the adhesive backed solid gems. That's part of this suite. It's always nice to see it closer up than just because you miss stuff when it's on the page. Hello, Yolande, how are you? I haven't given you a catalog yet, have I? Because I didn't see you. Haha, that's why. All right. Sketched plaid, I think, is going to be a really good background. This is so much fun for just making any kind of designs. You can twist it, turn it, and have like a whole bunch of different kind of plaid patterns with it. So that's on my list to get. I like the background stamps. I'm a sucker for them. Then I wanted to point this one out because I kind of missed it until I saw someone else point it out. And then I went and looked at the inventory status, and I think maybe it's this one that isn't available till July. Maybe they never got these. I don't know what the problem is, but they're completely out. They are a gift card box. So there's actually a card to put your card, like an inside piece. You can see the sample on page 23. So this is the box here. So you can stamp on it, you can color it, you can do whatever. And then this is the inside piece of the box that holds your gift card. So it's a really nice, way to give a gift card as a gift. Unfortunately, they're not available. So normally like $9.75 for 10. So just under $1 each. That's not bad. And then you've got all this beautiful specialty paper. Check it out. There's the holographic that I showed you. There's 2 glimmer. I don't know if they're both glimmer. One's called Luster, and one is, it says, it's textured. So this one is the kind of the shine. Oh, and then this one is the shimmery. So there's this one that's luster paper, which kind of looks shimmery to me, but I don't have it to show you. So it's hard to tell, but a lot of these look really cool. Then I wanted to, so part of my favorites is in the dies, because they always have standalone dies that a lot of people miss. Because you don't tend to go back here and look because you don't have samples. But if you, like this is one of the ones that's on my list to get. I think it's going to be super pretty. And then you can see them in use on page 18. So even though they don't have a stamp set that they go with, they do a sample. So you could use this as a stencil. You can use it as a piece of your card. But it just, I really love the leaves and the, anyways, that's one of them. There's this one, Paper Florist. It's all flowers, but it's meant to make 3D flowers with. So it says they're on page 33, but they're also, there's a big sample. I will show you in a sec. So page 33. So these flowers are from that die set. But if you look at the back, not all, obviously some, like this is the daisies. So they've combined with other flowers from other flower dies, but this is super cool. So this also uses the flowers from that Paper Florist. And then this patchwork pieces, this one's going to be super fun to use. So again, it says it's been used on page 55. So here they've used it kind of in the background. It's kind of hard to see. But if you don't have triangles and you missed out on the triangle dies, this is a good way to have some triangles on hand. This is another one that's probably going to be missed by a lot of people, but I think it's a really great one because it's great for sentiments. They're the nested essentials. So I think that one's going to be a really good one. And then the other one that's like super high up on my list is this wanted to say. I love having words to be able to put on my cards that isn't stamped, like just a nice, and then it has the background and then the smaller piece that goes on top, so it really pops. So again, it says it can be found on page 35. So here you can see Feel Better Soon and the Celebrate. It just really steps up your cards to the next level. So I kind of sad, like they are kind of doing a few more words here and there. So I do, there's the So Much Love for You, but this one is awesome because it has the You're Too Kind, the Happy Birthday, the Celebrate, the Feel Better. So it's kind of got something for everything, which is really nice. All right, those are my top 10 and then some items in the catalog. If there's other things that you are curious about or have seen and want to know something, you can always ask if I didn't go through it or show it. On to the cards. So I did say that I put a card kit in your catalogs, and I told you to find it and try to make it. So for those of you who found it, hopefully it encouraged you to look through your catalog. It's pretty much this card that I sent you for the most part. You kind of have to fudge it a little bit, but that is how it goes. So we've got, here, let's move all this stuff here. So we've got, for those of you that don't know, if you sign up to be part of my team or are a demonstrator, you have access to, there's always a recipe for every single card that's made in the catalogs. And you can go on and you can look. It doesn't tell you how to make it, but it tells you what colors were used, what products were used. So it kind of helps that way if you're stuck trying to figure something out. I was talking to Marcy the other day, and she was saying she goes through the entire catalog and makes cards from, like, gets inspired from these and makes cards from each one. Now, she doesn't have all these products, but she just takes the ideas from each card and she checks them off as she goes. Like, she had X's. She'd gone through almost the entire last year's annual catalog. And that's where these catalogs are so worth keeping and using. Like, most people are like, oh, it's online, I don't need one. But honestly, they are such a valuable creative tool. I didn't pull a Pool Party. Sorry. So here, this is Pool Party. So I've got my Pool Party, and this is the paper from the Zany Zoo. I think it's Zany Zoo Designer Series paper. Is that what it's called? Yes. Zoo Crew, sorry. And I'm using the black and white side and a blending brush. And I'm just gonna come in just like in the, you know, if you're wondering, well, how come this one is blue? All you have to do is go over your white and black paper and all of a sudden you have a whole, oops, a whole new background. Now this is why you kind of have to fudge things a little, because in order to have enough paper to send to people, I cut it at 6, so in half, and it's a little short to do the way they did it, but I mean, I like to be able to make the most of my paper, so it's better to, now, keep bending it. You can go over this as much or as little as you want, depending how dark you want it. I kind of like that it's kind of a variation of colors. And then I've got my little piece, and I've got my card base, which is Pool Party. I was re-inking my Memento, and the bottle was almost empty, so I was squirting it, and it squirted everywhere, and I got little black splatter everywhere, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So then you just want to, so in the sample, it goes all the way over, covers the corners, but here we're not covering the corners. So, you know, if you want less corner showing, you can have it more upright. If you want more, just kind of however you prefer. Just put some glue. Obviously, I don't, my glue is almost empty. I'm not gonna glue the edges because I'm not sure where it's gonna be sticking off. I can always add some after if it's hanging up here, so like if I need more, but it looks like it's okay. And then you can just come in with your snips and cut that off like so. And then you've got your background. Tag die cuts. The tag die cuts. What do you mean tag? You mean the, sorry, I just saw your question. Distracted. Do you mean these ones? Those are old. Or do you mean these ones? There's a delay. So let me know, or if it's the nested essentials you're asking about. It says the sizes are 2 and 13/16 is the small. This is the largest. It's 2 and 13/16 by 4 and 7/8 inches. So pretty large size. They're, let's see, it says they use them on 26. Where are they being used? Is that this one? Oh, this is the square. So that one's fairly big. So you can think like this one covers a lot of your card. But there's 4 sizes. So then you can get fairly decent size. All right, back to our card here. So then we've got a smaller piece that you're going to want to put your crocodile, and then you need a sentiment. Of course, the one out of the stamp set is something great to celebrate you, and just use the black. And so with this, with not being clear, if you want to know where it's stamping, I'm going to line it up with my grid paper and test to see A, if it's straight, and B, if it's where I think it is. So it's slightly higher up than I thought. So I just have to go a bit higher when I'm stamping it than I think. And hopefully, oh, I pushed too hard. I just re-inked this as I was saying, so it's really juicy. So I probably should just take it easy. And I still get a really juicy words. Not the nested, the other ones that look like shipping tag. Okay, well, we'll figure it out later. Shipping tags. Okay, and then you can just cut it down to size. And then you should have a piece of ribbon. And what I did was I just put some adhesive on here and then stick it to my ribbon. And then you can cut after, like so. And then I popped mine up with dimensionals. Of course, I just used up all my large dimensionals and haven't pulled out a new one, so I'll just use the edges here. Okay, so that goes on the bottom. So I start with this because then I can line everything else up from there. I can figure out where to put my crocodile, but crocodile, alligator, I keep changing my mind. I don't want to stick him down yet because I need to put my balloons. Oh, that's weird. I thought these were lemon. Did I give everybody? I guess I must have given them lime. Oh, well. So you got to figure out where you're putting your balloons because you need to draw lines too. And you want the lines for the balloons to go in behind your little alligator dude here. So, you know, if you've got one here, we still need some clouds. I forgot. I didn't leave room for clouds on the first one I did. I'm going to stagger them a little. Let's see. Like so, maybe. Okay, then if we draw a line, so you can go a little bit further, so it's behind. Then if you need my lines aren't very straight. So if you want really straight lines, you can always pull out a ruler. I mean, if it's string, it's not going to be super straight anyways, right? So I don't mind that. Okay, and then you're going to need some dimensionals. On your balloons. These are just so cute. And then the nice thing is the stamp set has the exact same crocodile, alligator, whatever he is. And so you can make more, as many as you want of these animals. There's just the few animals that aren't in the set, like the little sloth, the meditating sloth. He's just part of the designer series paper, not he's not in the stamp set, which kind of makes me sad. I really like him. That's how they get you. They make you buy more paper just because you want the sloth. I like these little ones for when I need them in little spaces, but I much prefer the larger ones just because they're easier to peel. I guess I'm just lazy. It's not that much more work. Okay, so then we've got our little dude here, and then we just need to put our clouds down. So I'll use the glue again. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. I'll put it up here then. And now put the glue on the correct side. Gonna have it sticking off a bit. And then all you have to do is put it onto your, now you can put it flat, but I think it looks better popped up. So it doesn't need to be uber popped up, but just to give it that little shadow frame. I think it looks good that way. So just to, you know, you don't need a lot of dimensionals to do that. Is it Pool Party to color? Yes, it's Pool Party is the color. Okay, so that's our Zany Zoo card. I will leave it close by so I don't lose it, but I probably will. And then what was the next one I said I was going to do? Oh yes, the circle things. Okay. So I've got a piece of white, and then I've got the wave from the Circle Singings stamp set, and I need my Versa mark and my embossing buddy here. So I'm just going to use white on white to start. I tried coloring it first, didn't like that. So then I decided to color it after. And there's some options here depending on what you're going for. I mean, options are endless. Oh, sorry. Doing this off camera where you can't see it. So I don't know if you can see that. I've got my powder there. It's white, as I said. Not. You could use clear if you wanted, because it would still be white. Is anyone so excited about the new catalog that you already put in an order? I'm just holding off. I'm trying to wait. There's a creative day coming up, and we get to pre-order another set that's not in this catalog. I think it's going to be in the new mini catalog. I'm not totally sure. But that one's not available till May, and I think it's for demonstrators only. So if you want in on a crafting day with Stampin' Up, you got to join my team. And so I was waiting for that day to get a couple more things. Anyways, so I've got my circle, and then I have my mini blending brushes because I want more control. Now this is where your options come in. I'm using blending brushes. You could use water painters if you want a more exact. You could use markers. You could use, I mean, you could use lots of different things. I'm just doing, I wanted some control, but not total. It's not perfection by any stretch of the imagination, but I want my waves to be blue and my sun to be sunny. That's kind of my goal. So then I've got, so that's Coastal Cabana, and then I've got Daffodil Delight. So these are both colors that have been around, not new. I should have pulled out some new ones. Anyways, I've got my sun, and then the waves where they're crashing down are usually whitish. So if you have either the craft white ink pad, or if you have the old chalk marker, I just came back in and tried to make my waves look like they have a little bit of frothing to them going on, even though they got colored. There we go. All right, so then you can take your circle punch, but here I'm actually going to take a smaller, my 2-inch circle punch, which is one of the ones that came out on the online exclusives. If you didn't already have it, we've had it previously, and I'm just gonna, it's kind of the perfect size for this print. And then I'm going to, oops, hopefully I didn't go too far over. I was gonna punch the bigger one, if I can, where did I put it? This. I just want a piece of white with the bigger one, the 2 3/8. And then I'm just gonna put this one on top, like so. And then I'm gonna take this again, and there's a sending you a, and I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. Now, you can get fancy, or I don't know if it's fancy, lazy, and you can take your, obviously you'd need to cut this. And you could use different sized punches to kind of get the arc, or you can just fussy cut, which I think is probably the easier way to do it, because it's probably pretty hard to match the circle part exact. I'm sure there's an exact punch that would fit. I haven't taken the time to figure it out because I could probably fussy cut in the amount of time that it would take me to figure it out. If I do figure it out, I will let you know. Or if you figure it out, let me know, because you all know that I am a lazy fussy cutter to the point that I got the Brother Scan and Cut to be able to cut the designer series paper, which I'm so excited to try and cut out that Zany Zoo paper. I'm gonna cut out all the animals and make all sorts of fun cards. Okay, so then I've got that part, and I need my background. Where did my background go? There it is. Then you're gonna take the larger blending brush. Where did it go? Right here in front of my nose. And not Poparty, we want Coastal Cabana again, because this one's Coastal Cabana. And I kind of wanted to make it look more oceany, I guess. So I really like doing this color on color and just kind of adding some ombre effect to it. Like so. And then I'm going to show you the finished card because I'm not going to go through all the die cutting with you. I cut out, I used the new, what are they called? Corner dies. So This is from the Corner Dies stamp set, the Countryside and Dies. And then I cut out so you can kind of see the ombre. And then I added the Warm Hello, which is from the stamp set. So it's got the, you could say sending you a smile, sending you whatever. I did this one in Pool Party, which I don't like as much. I think it looks better darker because I used the Pretty Peacock for the Warm Hello. I think I prefer this look. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, and then I used the I don't know what they call it. It's part of the classic embossing folders. There's a set of 3 on our online exclusives, and this is the one that looks like, they look like sea stars. So I just thought it went well with the wave. So I don't know about the whole, this is the new in color. It's called Wild Wheat. It kind of looks cool with this. I don't know. Warming up. I'm trying to use it so that I can see what it goes with and what I like. So that's the one from Circle Sayings. Then my last one, where did it go? I have 3 cards for you. I know I do. Oh, it's the birthday one, or the balloon one. That's why. Like, I know I have something here. Okay. So we've got pieces of white. Let's make our white colorful. So then from the balloons, the beautiful balloons, we've got all these nice balloons. So I've got there's a large one, there's a medium one, and there's a little one. And then we've got a tassel of a balloon. Oops. So then I've got, I chose to put Berry Burst, which is one of our new, actually these are all technically new core colors. So Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, I love this new Bubble Bath, and Fresh Frieza. And I'm just gonna kind of make my own background of balloons. So if I was looking at so there isn't a stamp with the 3 balloons together, but there's this die where it's 3 and I kind of was like, oh, it'd be nice to have the 3 balloons together. So 3 balloons together. So I'm gonna keep the same colors always. So the large one is Bubble Bath. The middle one is Fresh Frieza. Oh, I think it needs some re-inking. And the little one is Berry Burst. Oops. Maybe this one does too. It was so juicy before. What happened? Oh, maybe it is. It just looks weird. I'm going to stamp this one off because it's so dark in comparison. So then they're all kind of more similar tones. And then I'm just going to keep on trucking with the same kind of look here. And then gotta make sure I don't stick it in the wrong ink pad. At least they're like, other than Berry Burst. Berry Burst could be a little disastrous, but otherwise it should be okay. Okay, and then I think we need a little stem here, and then we'd have another did we end up with so few berry? Well, good enough. All right. I have a hard time. I don't know about you. Some people make beautiful wallpaper backgrounds with their stamps. I always have a hard time with placement. Maybe it's just me. And then I've got another piece of white, which I forgot. And I'm going to stamp this balloon again on its own. But then I'm going to add Berry Burst and the Happy Birthday. And then the tassels. And then these can be die cut. So there's all the sizes of balloons as well as the 3-1. So you can run this through there, and then there's a separate tassel one, or you can cut out your, I will admit, I did say I don't like this tassel one. It looks like a rocket ship. So if you want to use it with a rocket ship, but I just find it looks funny as a tassel. And then, okay, maybe you guys can decide. So I added it to a Berry Burst background, bubble bath cardstock, just cut it out and popped it up. But I added the streamers. I tried with the Berry Burst. It was too in your face, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you like it with the streamers or without the streamers? What do you think? Too busy? Not too busy? Anyways, that's the finished card. You could add, I didn't even add any bling. I should have added some bling. I don't have any of the bubble bath elements yet. I wonder if I have, I don't think I have Berry Burst either. I'll have to wait to get some. There are some in the new catalog. You like the streamers? Yeah, I think it adds, definitely. Okay, I will add streamers after. All right, those are my cards for today. That was the new catalog. What do you guys think of the new catalog? Is there a bunch of stuff you like? Is it one that you're kind of like, eh? Where's my cards? This is the sending you a warm hello. We'll pretend this is on there. And then, what was my third one? How do I lose? Oh, yes. I said I was going to put it over here so I don't lose it. Guess what? I lost it. There we go. 3 cards. Hopefully you guys had, so Andrew's in my window. He's disturbing me. Some good stuff in the catalog. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. Anyways, hopefully this inspired you to pull out your stuff and play. I will hopefully be here next week. I'm off to provincials tomorrow for the weekend, so I'm back on Monday, but so I should have a live on Wednesday ready to go. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, and if you still need a catalog, Yolanda, I need to get you a catalog. But other than that, have a great rest of your week. It's going to be a scorching week. We have a heat warning today. So stay cool and see you next week. Bye.